Cheers everybody. Figure I'll start off this video by cracking open a Bell's Brewery Midwest Pale Ale. Sounds pretty good, huh? That's pretty good. Alright, so today, what are we going to talk about? Well, as in much of my stuff lately, I was experimenting, and this time it was with fermentation, and more specifically, it's my Hefeweizen. Not only in my last batch, and unfortunately I didn't take video of it. I just wanted to do the process, and next time I brew it, I will take video. But I just wanted to get all the kinks and stuff worked out of the system, and I didn't want to have to worry about videotaping it. But I got plenty of other stuff that still needs to get edited, so there's no shortage there. But what I really want to talk today was open fermentation. Now, I've been doing a lot of researching, and for those of you guys that have been watching or with me since the start of my YouTube career, know that I love a good Hefeweizen, and that's why I started brewing in the first place. I have taken a hiatus on that because I was brewing about a batch every month. I needed a change, so I started exploring new styles and whatnot. But now I wanted to come back and revisit the Hefeweizen. So I wanted to do a full, 3-step mash. I did the acid rest, protein rest, sac rest, mash out, the whole works, recirculated through my my system. Everything worked great. Very pleased with the way everything went. Hit my numbers, hit everything. Transferred it into my bucket. From there, I pitched my yeast. Now, the only thing I didn't do, which I would do next time, is make a yeast starter. This time I just pitched it. Right out of the vial, it was WLP 380, which I read is supposed to be a little bit higher in clove, less in banana. So I'm going to give that one a try. I haven't tried that one yet, so we're going to try that. And the biggest thing is this was a really slow starter. I pitched it 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. I checked the next morning. There was nothing. 18 hours, nothing. I mean, it really didn't start kicking off until about 24 hours later. I did go and I scraped off the first layer. It was probably ended up being about 28, 29-ish something hours like that. I scraped the first layer off and let it go for another 24 hours. Scraped the second layer off, went for another 24 hours, and then I transferred into my secondary. I did video blog that whole thing, so you guys kind of see what I did. It should be ready to go in like a week. I'm gonna keg it, carbonate it, and should be ready in a week. So I'll do a taste testing on that. I just wanted to highlight what I did for open fermentation. There's some stuff on YouTube, Brewing TV. I watched that episode. I did watch some other episodes, but I figured there's not a whole lot of that out there. So I thought I'd just vlog it and add it to the YouTube archives if somebody else was interested in trying to do an open fermentation. I'll give tasting notes, and eventually, if you're watching this down the road, I'll put the link to the other video down below. Maybe I can do a response or something, I'm not sure. But so you can see behind me, that's my Hefeweizen, and I did do it in a regular bucket, and it's actually my old bottling bucket, just because then I could easily transfer. So with that, we'll cut to the video. Alright, so here we are, just pitching the yeast. So this is hour 0. Just got done aerating, and I'm just going to put the lid loosely on there and see what happens. So here we are, 24 hours got my sterilized spoon here. I'm gonna pull off this top layer of crow's and then rouse up the yeast and let it go for another 24 hours. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Look at that. Alright, so as you can see, that's what I pulled off there. That's what my beer looks like. So from what I was reading, you go about 2/3 down. Just give the yeast a little bit of movement there. Alright, just got done rousing up the yeast. And you can see that's what it looks like. Now we'll come back about, well, I'll check when I wake up in the morning, but it's 8 o'clock at night right now. So I'll check up when I wake up in the morning and see where we're at. And then I'll do this again tomorrow night. So here we are. 48 hours. Be scooping all this crap off. Now, this morning, it smelled kind of nasty down here. Had almost smelled like a lager. A little bit of sulfury smell. Yesterday had a little bit of a clove, slight banana. Tonight it's still a little bit sulfury. Get a little bit more banana today, but nothing nothing crazy. So I'm just going to continue scooping off here, and then the same as yesterday, I'm going to go ahead and rouse the yeast and check on it again tomorrow. Alright, so same as yesterday. Try rousing the yeast. About 2/3 of the way down the, and then on the bottom. About 2/3 of the way down. Just kind of gently, just enough so I can feel a little pressure against my spoon. Alright, so there's day 2. Just got done rousing up the yeast. Here's what I pulled off. I was reading that you could actually reuse this. I'm not going to chance it this time until I get better at this process, but that's what I pulled off. And here's my sample here. It's kind of hard to tell, but there we go. See you again tomorrow. There. Alright, so here we are. Day 3. Transferring into the secondary here. It freaking smells like bubblegum and bananas now. I love German wheat beers, so if this turns out, this is going to be my new procedure. And honestly, I started 8 o'clock in the morning, finished about 2. I was done cleaning up by 3. So, I mean, shit, 6-7 hours total. I'm okay with that. If it keeps putting out good beers, I'm okay with that. Plus, on the electric brewery, it's simple. I mean, I don't have to worry about flames and heat, and I just set it and forget it. So the electric systems is working fabulous for what I was hoping to get out of it. It's actually, it kind of feels like cheating a little bit, but you know what? There's so much other stuff that you have to worry about when homebrewing that, if I can take some of the stress out of the whole heating and hitting my temperature numbers, then I can focus on the other important shit. I'm to be able to do a step mash or a decoction like I did on National Homebrew Day. I mean, it's kind of a pain in the ass. And you sit here and you worry about it and hope that you're making this right. But shit, it's a lot of work. Now this way I could focus on, hitting my numbers, making sure I did a good sparge, my hop additions, making sure everything was clean, focus on getting my yeast ready. I mean, I didn't have to focus so much on the temperature shooting up and down and up and down and up and down and hot and cold and hot and cold. I could just recirculate and keep it where it's at. So those of you guys that are using electric brewery, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you guys that don't, it just makes it easy. I know it's an investment, but it in my book, for the 5 batches I brewed on it now, I'm in love. It's an amazing system, and Cal, shout out to you for putting the plans together. Very simple to follow. I had some hiccups, but it's a very sweet system, and I'm glad that I went on that venture. I'll be doing another video here in the near future that kind of goes over the whole system. When I brewed my English IPA, I kind of did a little more thorough look at how I got my system going. It's it's the same as everybody else's. It just, this is my version. So anyways, I will post another video here soon with my tasting notes from this Hefeweizen. I am going to be sending this one out to competition, hopefully, if the taste turns out. I'll let you know what I do on that, because that'll be 2 weekends from now. But yeah, so that's all I got. Open fermentation, it's not that hard. Some other takeaways, you can leave the lid cracked. You could probably put a sanitized tea towel over the top. If you're in a dusty environment, me being in the basement, yeah, there's some dust and stuff, so I wanted to make sure I didn't get dust in it, so I just kind of left the lid cracked a little, or I didn't put the lid on at all, just kind of set it on the top to keep dust from falling in it. But other than that, the only thing that I'd probably try next time is get a nice sanitized tea towel and maybe put it over the top, and that way it's got full breathing action. You just don't get the stuff in there. I'll let you know how it turns out, but here's my video. Everybody, just remember, imagine it, brew it, and then drink it. Cheers, everybody.